Hi everyone, this is Val and I'd like to show you my latest junk journal that I've completed. This is a design team project for RedDeerPrintables and it's called Boho Peacocks. Really gorgeous, vibrant colours in this kit, and I couldn't wait to get my hands on this one and have a go at making a journal with it. I'm quite proud of how it's turned out and I hope you like it too. The journal measures about 225mm by 155mm. There's two signatures with 52 double-sided pages plus music paper, journal paper, that kind of stuff added as well. I've got a boho tassel on the side with lots of beads, lace, ribbons, few charms, that kind of stuff. That is detachable, can be taken off if the buyer doesn't want it or perhaps wants to use it somewhere else. For instance, attach it to a handbag or something like that. It's tied simply with a piece of gorgeous lace. There's a fabric cover and with lace across it, and I've used one of the pages from the kit as my cover pictures. There is a cover provided in the digital kit and I do like it, but this picture did look much better with the fabric that I chose for the cover. And I've stuck on a couple of very blingy flowers there, which I just got in Happy Mail swap with Samantha Wheatley, and they came just in time. So thank you, Samantha, for those. Lots of lace. I wasn't sure about the blue lace when I dragged it out of my stash, but I think it actually has turned out really gorgeous, and I love it. And lots of lace and chatty stuff on the edges, which is also the look I like. So let's have a look inside. As I said, I really love the vibrant colours in this collection, and I've used them in many ways throughout the journal. I have printed the pages out in various sizes and on different papers and used them in different ways. This tag is actually provided in the kit, and all I've done with this one is ink the edges, and I put a bit of glossy accents on the centre of the flowers just to give that a little bit of emphasis, a little bit of bling. And this is one of the ones, and I've done this several times throughout the kit, where I've simply shrunk the pages down to the size I wanted, rounded the corners and inked them and turned them into journaling cards. This page is from the kit. It's gorgeous lined paper, and that's provided in the kit as well. On the back of it, I've printed from one of RedDeerPrintables' other kits I've used, and it was from the Alice in Wonderland, and that's the tea-stained paper. It's very versatile. Both this page and that page can and will be used in other journals as well. This belly band is provided in the kit, and I've used that in a couple of ways as well, and that's another little card that I've just reduced the size of the pages and made them into little cardstocks. So this little booklet here that I've printed up to show you is, interestingly, that's the cover provided with the kit, which I didn't use this time. And I actually have made it into a tiny booklet there to go with the journal. Excuse me one moment. Okay, I'm back. I think I was up to showing you this little booklet that I made with the cover shrunk down to a small size. Inside I've just got some pages that I've created by first spraying with my jade green ink and then copy staining it. Made an interesting range of papers, colours in there. And of course that page is just the copy paper sprayed with the ink. And there too. Another of the gorgeous pages in the kit. And I've just used a strip of this coloured paper from here to decorate that little flip down. This is a card that I had embossed with a peacock design, and I can't find the embossing folder anymore, but I did have a couple of these cards, so I've put those into the journal as well. It's quite pretty. And here I've created a little tuck spot by printing this page twice and just doing that little corner as a little pocket. And I've used the rest of that page for various things such as this and other little touches of those colours throughout the journal. such as here too, where I've backed that picture onto some of that paper and also made a little pocket at the back with this little peacock picture in there. That's not from the kit, but it sort of goes quite well with the design. And this beautiful lace here was given to me by Meredith McNay, who sent me some gorgeous lace with the journal she sent when we did a journal swap. Pretty sure that's where I got it. Thanks for that, Meredith. All right, and here we've got one of the kit has several of these circles that I've cut out and used as tuck spots throughout the journal. And here is a little card from my collection, from my stash. It's not in the kit. And again, something just normal ephemera that we fill our journals with. As well as having some boho gypsy kind of lady pictures to put in here too, I've also got a book I was deconstructing about beads and bead making, and it's all very boho colours and very gorgeous and vibrant as well. So I've used that from time to time in the book to make pockets and so forth. And this is just that little page made quite small and into a little card. This page isn't from the kit, it just was something that seemed to go very well with the colour scheme. And here I've just cut out one of the top corners of one of the pages to make that little pocket there. It's that page actually, but there I've just made it into a little card to go into that pocket. So it's actually the same print. This is slightly bigger and chopped down, and this is just made into a little journaling card. Here I've used one of those circles I spoke of to hold down my doily that I've spray painted, and I've just made another little tag there to go behind, and over this side just some basic ephemera. This page isn't from the kit, but it goes so well with the peacock theme that I dragged it out of my stash to include it in this book. A little pocket here with one of the tags from the kit, and also just a little generic journaling card. More of the kit papers, really, really gorgeous. Just love it, love it. And here I've made my hearts on a string in the real boho colour kind of thing. And I think they look pretty as well. Lots of journaling space in this journal, as there often are. And here I've just used some of the paper that was left over after cutting out some of the other elements I wanted to use to make a little top tuck. And from my stash, I found this little peacock picture that I've stuck up there as well. Here I've used another of the circles to create a little tuck spot there, and I've made a tag using some of the paper that's in the kit. And here, where I've punched out the little hearts to make my hearts on a string, I've just stuck one of the papers behind the other one where the heart cutout was and made that. I think it looks quite pretty actually, and very boho colouring. Here's the back of that page that's not from the kit, and this is another little pocket I've made from pages from the bead book, and behind that I've got a card from the kit which I've just reduced down to journaling size, and a picture from my Gypsy Ladies collection. This is an interesting one because I think this goes here quite well, and this is actually a card from one of the other of RedDeerPrintables kits, and this one is called Nouveau Ladies, and you know, her colouring in this picture there is, you know, kind of like fitting to go here with the orange flower that I've used to decorate that little pocket. So that's another RedDeerPrintables collection that goes quite well in this journal. And in the back I have a card that I have made by backing one of the pages onto some cardstock, and then a little pocket at the back, again with some of the paper of the kit, with a little gypsy picture there. I've done a little bit of stamping, but not much. Here I've created a pocket just by printing onto some tracing paper and then hand cutting and gluing down the little pocket, and in there I have one of the others of my Boho Gypsy Ladies. This belly band's also provided in the kit, and I've used that to hold down another little card that I've made. Here's another one of those Nouveau Lady pictures, which I've just put onto a tag to sort of make that a little more interesting tag than just being a plain one. I've put that pretty picture on there from the Nouveau Ladies, which is also from RedDeerPrintables, as I said. And just a little library card there and another picture of the ladies tucked at the back. Another gorgeous picture from the kit, page from the kit. And that's the other side of that lined paper that's included in the kit as well. Now here we have, I've made a 4-pocket I guess, from music paper, and I've got some of the elements of the kit in there. Again, a little journaling card I've created by reducing the page size down to what I wanted. And again there, and another of those ladies, and another piece of paper from the kit. So that's the back of the first signature and the beginning of the second one, and you can see how gorgeous those papers are. This is the paper that I had actually printed ready to do the cover with, but then I changed my mind and used what I did use. And so I had that left, so I've used that up to make pockets a couple of places throughout the book. And this is just some generic kind of stuff that I've got here. And this beautiful envelope, bright thing, just with another of the Gypsy Ladies in the back. This is the envelope that's provided with the kit. And I've just put a little bit of basic ephemera in there, and it's very gorgeous. I did try to cut it down and do it in several sizes, but I've misplaced them, so there's only one in the journal at this stage. But if I find the rest, they will very likely be put in. A little lace pocket there with just a generic journaling card and a little gypsy girl. And this is one of the pages in the kit that I've actually used several times in different ways by cutting it and printing it in different sizes and shapes. Little tuck spot there with one of the circles, but made smaller. And just a little journaling card I've made. A journaling card and a little tag I've made. Another pocket made with that cover pattern, and another card there that I've cut down into journaling size, as I did here with this one, and that just goes in that side pocket created with the music paper. This paper is not in the kit, it's just something that seemed to coordinate with it, so I've used that one as well, and I've just used one of the Boho Gypsy Ladies to create a pocket, and there's a couple of cards behind there. That one, of course, is from the kit and one of the ones that I've printed in several different sizes. And same thing again here. And a little generic card there, and a little piece of the card from the bead making book, which just makes a nice little insert in there, and that just tucks behind there. And of course, that is the flowers cut out one more time to create that little tuck spot. More of the gorgeous paper from the kit, and hearts on a string again in the blue and the orange. Use that belly band again, this time to create a horizontal tuck spot behind there for one of my Gypsy Ladies. And here I've made a tuck spot behind this piece from the kit, and I've used a Gypsy Lady and some just coffee stained paper to create a little notebook. This is not kit papers on here. That's from my bead making book, but that's a little card that I've made by cutting part of the paper down into the size I wanted. Here the music paper creates a little tuck spot, and there's just some paper in there for journaling on in pretty colours that seem to match the general theme colours of this journal. Again, some paper from the bead book. another journaling card I've created by reducing the page size down to what I wanted. And just another little tag I've made, double tag. And down here, some of the paper from the kit, creating a little clip up there. Here I've used some music paper to create a corner pocket. Now this one's quite interesting. This is a Franken envelope, where I've used various papers from the kit and from the bead book to create that. It's all sewn down and it creates a nice little envelope. I loved making this. I'm going to do more of those. And it was quite an interesting project and looks so pretty, I think. Just love that page. And you'll notice that I've used this page several times. As well as printing it as a page, I've printed it as journaling cards, very small cards. I've printed it and cut out these flowers and used them for tuck spots. Very gorgeous and versatile artwork in this digital kit. I've just used some eyelash trim there behind the circle from the kit, and the doily I've spray painted because, of course, the feathery look of this is really suitable for the peacock book. And on the back, just the same. I've just created this little tag with just a basic tag I've made with some music paper, and again, one of those pages cut down a little for a tag. This is an interesting one because I was actually trying to copy some of this library card, and I don't know exactly how I did it, but I must have had something still in the copier, because I've got the imprint of the lady on the envelope on there. So I think that looks really gorgeous. I don't even know if I could recreate it if I tried, but it looks good. And here I've got another little double pocket made with book paper, and there's just some generic guest tag and tag there, and another little one from the kit in that one. And that's it. Thank you for looking, and I hope you like it. As I said, this is really a very gorgeous example of RedDeerPrintables work, and there will be a link below to that. So please go and have a look. I'm sure you'll find something over there that you really love. Thanks.